Hello friends, I welcome you in the lecture series of Engineering Graphics. Today we'll be looking at isometric views and especially how to draw circular curves on isometric planes. So let's start with it. We'll be drawing this kind of isometric views for the circle. So here you can see three different isometric planes. One is here, second is here on the top, and third is on this side. You can say on the right hand side. Though these are the ellipse visible in isometric planes, these are actually circles in 2D orthographic views. So this is from one side, this is from another side, and this is from another side. Okay. So we'll see how these circles are converted into ellipse when you want to draw isometric views. You need to observe the length, height and width of the isometric box. So when you see this is the origin, from your left hand side this will be length of the actual object, or it may be some cases width. On right hand side it may be width or length. It is vice versa on left and right hand side. When you see this one, the vertical length will be height of the object, and that way you will use length, width and height of the object for creating this isometric box, and then you can draw this kind of ellipse. So here 100 mm is the diameter of the circle that you want to draw in the isometric planes. So here is 100, here is the 100 and here is the 100. So length, width and height you are mapping as a 100 and you are creating the box there. Once you create the box, automatically you can create the planes. So this way I said you have to draw one line, then you will take their origin, a single point, then on left hand side you will draw the length of the object, maybe on the right hand side there will be the width of the object, and at the center vertically you will draw the height. Once you draw those things, those lines with the dimensions, you will create a box. This is isometric box, and then you have already made here different isometric planes. So this is one plane, this is another plane, and this is third plane. Okay. Now for drawing circles we have divided these planes with the center lines like this, and when you draw the circles or the ellipse on these isometric planes, we have to consider the plane as a parallelogram. So now in the next step we'll see we are drawing here ellipse. So this plane of isometric box is a parallelogram. You can easily see it is a kind of parallelogram. You have to observe the parallelogram and then join the maximum diagonal. You need to connect two corners which shows the maximum diagonal of the parallelogram. So this way I am connecting it. Okay. So next there are two different corners remaining. So this is one of the side. That side you are bisecting. Actually you are bisecting that side from this corner. And then this is another corner which is left. So from this corner you are bisecting opposite side. So here you got it. So when you observe this parallelogram, what you have to do is you are joining the longest diagonal. Then there are two corners left. So from these two corners you are bisecting the opposite side. So from this corner I am bisecting this side, and from this corner I am bisecting this side. Okay. So once you do that, you will get the intersections of the lines, and when you see the intersection you will see four centers are already marked with this process. So here is the one, here is second, here third, and here is the fourth. So these are the four centers, and using these four centers you are drawing the ellipse. That's why this is called four center method of drawing ellipse. Remember how you get these centers? It's very interesting. You have to connect the longest diagonal of the parallelogram, then from the remaining corners, that means this and this, you have to bisect the opposite side of the parallelogram. So this is the this corner, and opposite side of this corner is this, and this side is bisected from this corner. So here you are bisecting it. Then from this corner you are bisecting opposite side of it. So this is opposite side of this corner, and then you are bisecting it like this. So when there is an intersection, this is one center, this is second, third and fourth. This way you get a 4 centers. Now using these 4 centers you are starting to draw the ellipse. So with this center you will complete this curve with the help of compass. This is the center point, and then you will complete this curve. Okay. Then with this center you are continuing this curve, and you are connecting from this end to this end. Anyway, center lines for the parallelogram, those are already there, so you need to just connect them. Then with this center you are joining this curve. Then with this last one you are joining this. So this way you can complete this ellipse, which is nothing but a circle in one of the orthographic view. So after completion, it will be visible like this. This is called, like I said, 4 center method of drawing ellipse. Here it is a circle in isometric view. Then as usual, this is a parallelogram, and then our first step is to draw the longest diagonal. You are connecting longest diagonal with the help of these 2 corners. After joining this longest diagonal, number of corners left is one, this, and this is second one. Okay, so from this corners you are bisecting the sides. So from here I am bisecting like this, and then from this corner I am bisecting the line like this. Okay, so you will see this way we have connected the opposite corners, and then based on this you got 4 centers. One is here, one is here, one is here, and one is here, like this. So make sure that there will be 2 centers inside the parallelogram on the diagonal. Okay, you remember what I said? You have to check there are 2 centers, one is here, another here, 2 centers on the longest diagonal inside the parallelogram, and then remaining corners are those 2, here 3rd circle center, and here 4th center. So you can create 4 centers here to draw the ellipse, and we'll start drawing the ellipse now. So with the help of this center you are drawing this arc. Then with this center you are continuing the arc. With this 3rd center you are drawing this longest arc, and then with the 4th center you are completing this arc. Now for the 3rd isometric plane, you are finding the longest diagonal that you are connecting. Now there are 2 centers left, one is here and another is here. So with these 2 centers you are bisecting opposite side of these centers. So let's check. So from this center we have bisected this side like this, and from this center we have bisected this side, okay, like this. So with this you got the intersection, and from the intersection you got these 4 centers. One is here, second, third and fourth. So from this center you will draw this isometric circular curve, the quarter of this. Then from this center you are completing this. What you can observe here, this is a semi-elliptical portion that we have completed. This is nothing but semi-circular curve. One can see semi-circular projection in orthographic views, and that is nothing but here it is semi-elliptical. So when you want to draw semi-elliptical portion, then that means what? You have to select any 2 centers with which you can complete the appropriate semi-elliptical curve like this. You can use a single center for completing the fillet of the isometric object, 2 centers for semi-circular or semi-elliptical curves, and then 4 centers for complete ellipse, like elliptical portions on 3 isometric planes. And at the last, it is expected that you should draw the object quite dark compared to rest of the lines. Those are nothing but the construction lines. So these other lines will be treated as a construction lines, and the dark one is always the object. Thank you. We'll meet you in the next video.